Hello Davison, Superintendent Kevin Brown coming to you with another edition of Brown's Blog. In my last two blogs, I've tried to focus on the critical needs of the district and the work that we'd like to do when we pass our March 10, 2020 bond. In the previous two blogs, we've focused on security, instructional technology, and renovations, which are the three major themes of our 2020 bond. Today I'd like to talk to you about the financial impact to the taxpayer if we are to pass this 2020 bond. So ask yourself what the value of your home actually is. So if I have a $100,000 home, that means my taxable value is $50,000. On some of the documents that we've been providing on our website and throughout the community, you will see a tax table, tax impact table on those documents, and it basically shows how much it will cost the taxpayer. For example, on a $100,000 home, the taxable value of $50,000, that would cost $145 a year. In other words, your property taxes would increase $145 a year. That works out to be about $12 a month or about 40 cents a day. So for less than 50 cents a day, we can do all of this work that we want to do that's proposed as part of our 2020 bond. For a $200,000 home, you'd simply double that. It'd be about 80 cents a day, less than the cost of a cup of coffee. For a $250,000 home, $30 a month or about $1 a day. Again, for less than the cost of a cup of coffee, we can transform our district into what I would believe to be the jewel of Genesee County. Now, I also want to show you, we also have a formula on this tax impact table, and I'm going to show you how to do the calculation to find out exactly what this tax increase could mean to you. So let's step over here to this whiteboard and we'll work through the math together. So, to calculate the tax impact calculation for your home, here's how you do the math. Now, according to Zillow, which is a realtor site, the average cost of a home in Davison, the average cost of a home is $167,000. Average cost of a Davison home. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take that number and divide by 2. Okay? So if I divide 167 by 2, and I'm going to try to do this math in my head, I should get 8,3,500. Okay? So half of 167,000 is 83,500. Okay, this is what's called your home value. That's how much your home is actually worth. This is your taxable value. Okay, so your taxable value is half of your home value. You then take your taxable value and you multiply that by 0.0029. Okay, because it's 0.0029 or 29 thousandths for every $1,000 of taxable value. So when I do that math, and on this one I'm going to cheat a little bit, I'm going to use my calculator. So I'm going to pull out my phone and let me just punch in these numbers. So 83,500 times 0.0029, and that gives me $242.15, and that's per year. So for the average homeowner in Davison with a value of $167,000 on the home, it would cost $242.15 per year. That would be the increase that you would have if we pass our March 2020 bond. I like to break this down a little bit further, and I like to divide this annual increase, I like to divide that by 12 in order to determine the monthly increase. So if I divide 242.15 by 12, I get $20.18 per month. Okay? So in other words, For a $167,000 home, my increased tax would be $20.18 a month. And if we go a little bit further and divide that by 30, that's a daily increase of only 67 cents per day. So once again, for about half the price of a cup of coffee, or even less, depending on where you buy your coffee, we can transform our district into a real special place. In my opinion, it would become the jewel of Genesee County. And don't forget, a lot of people move into the community because of the school district. Davison is a great school district. We already see people coming to Davison. We are a destination district. This is just going to make us even better, and it's going to raise your property values as well. Okay, now that we know about the financial impact, I think that I'd like to share some additional data with you. I want to share two documents. The first document is 2019 millage rates for all of the 21 school districts in Genesee County. If you look at this, you'll notice that Davison is in the lower third. In other words, our tax levy on the community is much lower than the majority of districts in Genesee County. Our total mills levied, including our sinking fund and our millage debt, is 3.624 mills. Okay? And you can see that that's much lower than about 2/3 of the Genesee County schools. If we were to pass our 2020 bond, then the second document I want to refer you to would show where we would end up after passing that bond. The 2.9 mill increase would result in 6.524 mills levied total, sinking fund and millages levied, or millage debt, and it would move Davison up into the upper third, but still nowhere near the top. You see that Genesee, Bendel, Montrose, Goodrich, Grand Blanc, and Beecher all would still be levying greater debt than Davison would. So we believe that this is something that the school district really needs. We have a lot of critical needs in this district, so remember to vote on March 10, 2020.